Welcome to the compilation of building the Lamborghini, finishing the first box. In this compilation you will see everything that was built after adding the gearbox to the rear axle. Basically, we built the entire front part. Have fun! We can continue with step 119. Okay, we flip this around and we have to add a 7 length and a 6 length axle, and now we have to see, okay, this goes here and this comes here, and we are adding one gear here. Step 120. We have to add one beam here. Okay, that was slightly wrong. Okay, this. Come on. Okay, this. Okay, here we go. Good. Step 121. And I have the personal 121. Okay. We have to add one technic bush here and one gear here as well. I think this is just to double the connection here. Step 122. We have a green L-beam which we will add here. But first of all we need to add this part here, and now it's time to attach this. Step 133, and we are adding the third and last small gear here. And either I forgot one part or I miscounted again, but it could happen. Now we can complete step 123 and we add just a big gear here. It's actually an old grey one, but it fits as well. Step 124. We have to watch out for a 9 length beam, I guess that's one. We need a 3 length axle and some connector, and maybe like this, and then we have to attach that guy here and 2 black pins here on the sides. And we need one of those parts here. And we have to build this actually twice. Alright, let's store it here. And now we take an orange one. But here we have a grey one. And I guess we have this part here in a different color as well. Yeah. Oh, maybe we should use the yellow one here. let's see. Okay, let's do it like this, and then we have here the yellow one, and we need one more part, this one here, and also the black pins. And now I did something wrong here, because actually it should be like this, I guess. Okay, time to add this to our current build. We have to attach this here. No, that's wrong. Okay, I have to turn around this one. And now we can attach it here and on this side here as well. Okay, and now we completed step 124. Step 125, we need 2 red of those here, 2 red pins, and 2 of those gray parts here. Actually, we are using the original colors here, but this is totally unintentionally. Okay, we go once here, and yeah, here on this side we have added the pins on the wrong side. Let's switch them and look for the parts that we need. Again, like this, and we attach it here. Step 126. We just built this thing twice, and where are we going to edit? It will be that's a good question. How they are edited? I guess like this here. And let's see for a second one. And here we go. All right, step 127. We need a 15 length bar twice, and we add some pins here, and also blue pins, and we add this here. Okay, we choose red for this side, and now we have to bring it down here. That's step 127. Step 128, and we have to use a 13 length bar, and yeah, this one is 13 length, and we attach it here Okay, and then this axle pin converter twice, one time here in dark bluish and one time here in light bluish. Great, here we go. Step 129. Now we need this thing here, and oh well, goodbye. Here we go. And what a coincidence, we actually need this part. It goes like this, and we build this twice. And trust me, I searched for this part. We have it only twice. A half hour to find it in this bin. I was so happy when I found it. Okay, and here we go. We have to add one here, and I guess the other one here. Okay. I have no idea what they are doing. Now we need this rubber band here. And we have to attach it here. Okay, here we go. Actually, step 130 is more about than just adding the rubber bands. We have also to add one pin connector, and it needs to be added here in the middle. Step 131. We need 2 times a 7 length axle, and we have to pay attention. 1 time 4 length axle and 1 time 3 length axle. Here we go. This one goes in the middle. The 4th goes here on this side. And here we have a 6 length, and here we have a 6 length axle. Now this should be correct. Step 132. We need a 5 length beam. We have a yellow one here. We just add here, and a technic bush. Step 133. Now it's time to add this strange gears here. At least for me they are strange, because I never ever used them before. Okay, here in the middle we have no connection, and here we have to add one. Okay, I see what happens. And 2 technic bushes. Here we go, and on this side as well, and 1 small pin connector goes on this one. That's step 133. Step 134. And now I have to pay really attention. We need a beam, a technic beam with a length of 2. We need this pin. Attach it here, and 1 technic bush. And now we have to pay attention. First of all, I probably forgot one of the gears last step. Yes, indeed, I forgot one. Let me add the 3rd one here as well. Alright, here we go. And now on step 134 we have to attach this one, and Let's see if this is correct. No, it's not correct. It should be up here. And now we have to look exactly in this direction to see if this is correct. Step 135. We need another 15 length axle. We add 2 pins here on the outside. Actually, that's step 4 already of it. We have to start with this one here first. And we add a beam. And to the beam we add some pins here. Then we have this pin connector. Then it's time to add a big L-beam on this side. Now we can add this 15 length beam, which we already prepared. And then we have on this side, goodbye, I have to search for my part. Second try, we have to add this axle pin connector here. This time it works. Same on the opposite side, and then we attach 2 blue pins here. And we add this here. How do we add this? It has to go like this. Okay, it's not fixed, still can fall off, but I bet this will change soon. Okay, now we are using this part here, I don't know the name. A ball joint, yeah, it's a ball joint. And we need to connect 2 pin connectors and add 1 5 length axle, and this comes here at the bottom. Okay, and with that we finished the 3rd group, everything which comes after the gearbox. It's time to start with the group 4. We don't need this for now. The group 4 is basically the bottom parts of the Lamborghini. We start with a 7 length beam. We attach 2 pins here, then we need a 13 length beam. I hope that's one. Yeah, it is one. Here we go. And on this side we have a 7 length beam as well. And step 139 is just adding a bunch of blue pins. Here we go. Step 140, we will add an L-beam here, and we have to add 2 black pins here on this side. Step 141, we have this hub, pin hub, we add here. Step 142, we actually start with an L-beam and we add 1 pin here. Then we go with, oh my gosh, this connector hub here, and then we add a 2 length beam here, and this comes right next to this one. Step 143, we will add one gear here. This will be here on the buttonhole, and the same with a small gear and a 4-length axle, which will be up here. Step 144, we have another hub, and we add a pin, and then we have a bright green beam here. It's the only one we have. This is only attached here, and now we add 2 L beams here for this build as step 145. Step 146, we just add black pins here on both sides. Step 147, and this is something we have to build twice. Here we go. Once in light blue gray and once in bright orange. Very nice color. Then we have those Technic frames as step 148. Here we go, on both sides. And step 149 is about having the 3-length beams connected to an H-beam. Here we go, like this. And then they are attached here. At least on this side, the only color so far. And we do the same for the opposite sides. Oops, that was wrong, sorry. We use yellow here. And we have done this here twice. This will be now attached to this part here. Let's see. It's like this, and here we go. On the opposite sides. Only few parts, but this adds some progress. Some visible progress actually. 4 blue pins. And one more beam of the length of 13. Then we will attach 2 pins here to the frame, to the inner frame actually. But oh my gosh, here on this side and on this side here as well. And also 4 more black pins on those panels here and on this side as well. And 3 more pins, black pins. Okay, one goes here and one here and one here, and that's already group number 4. That was quick, but is only a few parts. We have to attach this part here to our Lamborghini. And how do we do this? It will be here attached on the bottom. Here we go. Wow, it's growing big. Awesome. Step 157. We connect pin with this connector here. And on the second side here as well. Step 157, another joint axle, which will be added here. And step 158, and this is already the last step for today. And this time I found all the parts and did no mistake. I'm a bit proud of myself. Here we go, one connector and one technic bush, and it goes here on this axle. And here we go with step 159. So first of all we have those connectors here. We attach them, and we have one pin hub here and one gear in 10. Here we go, and we lost one part. I will search it later. And time to add one of those round bricks, probably the one that we lost. And yes, it was exactly the part that we need, the part that fall off the table. It's the round brick in metallic silver. It will be attached here to the pin hub. And now we lost one more part. We need a axle, and here we go, and here we go. And we attached it here. Step 160, and since all the parts falling off the table, I need to move the parts for today's update a little bit. Now it's time to have a L-beam, and we have a orange or gray pin connector here, and this is added here, and I think we need to push this pin here and attach it to the build. Step 161, another pin hub, a small one. And this time we add it here and also push the pin inside. Step 162, we have one connector, one axle connector, this time in yellow, one of the new parts from this order. A red axle with a length of 4. And a small gray gear, and this will be attached here in the middle. Step 163. We have this white pin connector. This part is only used once in the entire build. And first of all we have the red gear here. And then we attach this axle connector. Step 164. It's going very fast today. We have this thing to switch between the gears and another red gear. And we have to attach a gray 10 axle. And probably we bring this here to the middle position. Alright, here we switch between the two axles. Step 165, another Technic hub, and we have to add half beams with the length of 6. Here we go, with light bluish gray, yellow and black, and this will be added here. Step 166. Now it's time to pull down the pin connectors here and here. Great. And it's time to add another axle connector in light bluish gray. And here at the top we have a red Technic bush. Step 167. We add 2 Technic beams with the length of 5. And we have some pins that we attach. So one in black we do on this side here, and one in yellow. And we do this on this side here. Step 168. We have to add a 7 and a 9 length, and this is 7 length with in yellow and the 9 length in black. Here we go. On this side we have the 7 length. And here we have the 9 length beam. Step 169. This is probably one of my favorite steps in this update, because we have this yellow axle, we have this special gear here, but this comes later. We have the gray gear, and we attach gray pins to it, but the pins are in the light bluish gray while the gear is in the old gray. So you can really see the difference between the pins and the gear. And now we add 4 of those pin connectors, and we add from today's order already the turquoise and the pearl golds, and then we have a 10 and a flat silver one. This looks really awesome. Every pin connector is in a different color. And now we attach this axle with the other gear. This is how it looks like. And this will be added here. This is probably for shifting. Okay, time to start a subbuild. We start with a 9 length, and we use this in 10. We have a brown axle with 5. Then we have to add, for step 171, 2 of those 5 length half beams. We add 1 Technic bush here and 2 axles. Oh well. Not too far away, luckily. Second try. Alright, here we go. Step 172, we add another 5-length beam. Step 173, we have this H-frame. We add 1 pin connector, 2 black pins here on this side. And this will be attached here. Step 172, we have this wheel. This is coming here on this pin, and we have another Technic bush to fix this part. Step 175, we have those angled pin connectors, and this will be in dark bluish gray, and we add a half beam, and we do this twice. And there's 2 parts missing to complete the step, and then it will be attached here, but this is not possible yet. Alright, first of all we complete step 175, where we just add those axle 2 pin connectors on each side. Here we go. And then it's time to attach it here to this part. But how does it work? Okay, it goes like this. Alright, and then we have it like this. And like this. Here we go. Step 176. We add 2 5-length half beams here, so that the previous added parts are not flying away. Here we go. Still everything not perfectly in place. Step 177. We add the pin connectors with the knob here, and this is to hold the rubber band. We have to add the white rubber band here. Here we go. And step 178. We turn this around, and then we attach 2 blue pins. Then it's not moving anymore. And we attach 2 black pins at the end. Here we go. And I think that's probably the shifting here, the Victronic. Step 179, and I figured out it's actually easier to remove this part here and to attach it here already to this part here. Here we go. And now we can add this entirely to our build, and here we have 2 pins. Alright, and now you can see here we have the shifting. At least I guess this will be the shifting. Step 180, and we use this blue pin here and yellow thing, and we add something like the joint here and 1 axle here, and okay, this is flying around, and one pin connector to this side here, and then we have to attach it here on this side, basically to connect this part here, and here we go. Alright, this is still moving a bit, but I guess that's okay. Here we go, step 180. Step 181. We have another knob gear in this step, a pin hub and a free length axle. Here we go. And this will be oh, I just saw that's correct. Ah, okay. I have to add the pin hub here, and then we add the gear here on the sides. Alright, here we go. And that's actually the end of box number 2. We finished the first box. That's great. Thank you for being part for the first box. Thank you very much for watching this compilation video. If you want to see how all this started, I linked you a video here of the very first Lamborghini community Lamborghini video. And don't forget to subscribe to Lambo.